My name is Alex Hainen. I'm an associate professor at the University of Alabama. It means that I'm responsible for teaching and doing research with traffic, with students, and trying to figure out how we can make things better out there on the roads. We spend a lot of time looking at traffic data and modeling and how we can do new predictions, new analytics, new algorithms, and a whole new approach to what's traditionally been done through old formulas, through highway capacity manual and such. To come to these shows like ITS is just fantastic. I can take the latest technology into the classroom and show students what's happening, what's new in the industry right now. And I tell them when they come to this exhibit hall here, they're going to be here in a year and they're going to be walking through and having to look at new products and new technologies. And how do you assess that? How do you figure out if that's something that you want to use? How do you figure out how to spend public money on that? This is my favorite thing, is to share with them, to show them all the new sorts of tools that are out there. The way I get students excited about traffic is to have them go out to the field. That is my favorite thing, is to take them out there and to show them technology, to show them inside of a cabinet, to show them inside of a signal itself, so that they can actually get out there and see what these things are, where they're located. So to introduce students, instead of just having them sit in front of a textbook, to get them out there and say, wow, this is traffic, this is my job, this is what I get to do. I mean, that's the best part of what I get to do. The way we can take students out to traffic is on campus. We actually have one of the coolest test beds. We've got 8 intersections that we have all sorts of different technologies at. Different controllers, different detection, different types of detection, connected vehicle components. We pull all that back to our traffic management center. That's just on the university campus. We also have the Department of Transportation, who we are a close partner with. We work in Tuscaloosa with probably about 150 signals that we can go out to and pull data from. And then across the state is almost near 500 that we're getting data back that students can use and look at. We are absolutely using real world data and going out there. These aren't just problems. We're not doing problem 3.7 from the textbook. The students are going out there and understanding, how do I get my data? Is my data even accurate to begin with? What do I do when there's issues that come up? How do I handle that? That is so important for students to be able to go out there and understand what real data coming looks like, and then they make huge decisions off of all of that. So that's what I want to make sure that the students are aware of when they're doing their jobs. You know, in class we have conversations about the future of connected and automated vehicles, and these are some of the conversations that just take an entire class period, and the students just start talking. We start talking about concerns, we start talking about issues, we start talking about benefits, we start talking about how cool it could be, we start talking about challenges that we're up against, but we all realize that this is the movement of goods and people with traffic, so how do we do that? What's it going to look like in 10 years? Do we do nothing? Or are we doing these small changes? Are we seeing small changes happen every year that we as traffic engineers have to deal with and have to work with? I think technology has really expedited what we've moved into. Applications, communications, there are so many different sensor companies that have come around now. As we start to be able to collect more data, back in the day you got your turning movement counts and that was it. You would go ahead and send someone out there and, well, go ahead and go through your synchro model. These days, when you're getting live and continuous data, if you've got a sensor that's collecting at 10 times a second, what do you do with that? You're not just going to feed that into a model anymore. It's not going into a Vistro model. You're going to say, how do I actually manage this data? When we start to see connected vehicle data, to picture a map with every single vehicle on there and say, you don't have to model anymore, you've got it. What do you want to do with it? That is a whole new question to ask. I'm just excited to be here with all the partners and companies I've gotten to work with. It's been a real blessing. I'm really glad when I can share students with what's going on, and then students will come here. And so now to see students walking up and down here, that's even cooler to be able to see.